Hello, it's me Norm again from mybeerquest.com. And we are on another beer expedition here. I'm doing this one right from my couch and the webcam on the laptop because I'm feeling kind of lazy tonight. And even the beer's kind of, I think, a lazy kind of beer. Uh, I was down at the grocery store right around the corner here, the Albertsons, and they have this like discount rack. And they had a bunch of beers there, and I think most of these beers were there because they probably didn't have a full six pack to sell. Something happened with the beer. That's what it looked like because most of them were beers I heard the name of, and I've actually already done a lot of them. Done expeditions on a lot of them, but I did end up buying a few of them because they're between $1.29 and $1 a piece, which isn't a bad price, especially when the six packs are normally like $9.99. And this is actually not a California beer. Maybe that's why I haven't heard of it, because it's not from my region of beers. From the look of the label, it looks like it might have been around for a while. Actually, let me read it. Yeah, it has been around for a while, well over 100 years, I guess. So it looks like it might be a fairly big brewery. It's from Montana, which I haven't had many beers from Montana, but I think the ones I have had have actually been pretty good. So I've been pretty impressed with Montana beers, and it just seemed like a good beer state, I guess. So this is from the brewery Great Northern Brewing Company. This one's called Black Star Double Hop Golden Lager, and the double hopped is the thing that caught my eye because normally I don't. It's not that I don't like lagers. I find most of them to be kind of boring compared to some of the beers I drink, and not as hoppy as a lot of the beers I drink. I've had some really good lagers, just not my cup of tea normally. But this one said double hop, so I was really excited about that. It looks like it's a fairly mass-produced beer, which I tend to, if it's a mass-produced beer, I tend to steer away because usually when there's quantity, there's no quality, or less quality, I should say. So that's one thing. It has a twist-off cap. Kind of a neat cap, though. But that's not always a bad thing. I've had lots of really wonderful beers that have twist-off caps. So since it was a lager, I have it in a nice mug. One of my older beer mugs. So it's a nice color. That's exactly what you would expect beer to look like. I really don't know anything about this beer. I tend not to try to look them up because I don't like spoilers. I don't think I've ever heard any other beer tuber talk about it. If I have, I don't remember. So just very very good looking beer. You can smell the hops. It doesn't quite smell quite like a lager. So that's it. You can kind of tell it's a lager. That's it. Wow. I have to tell you something. I wasn't expecting much from this beer, but that first taste was actually pretty good. Yeah, you get quite a nice finish in there. It's actually pretty good. This might be a good summertime weekend afternoon beer for those days that you're just not doing anything. Sit in the backyard. I wish I could find the alcohol by volume on it, which I cannot seem to find. Well, I can't find it. So I'm assuming most Most lagers are that I know of are between 4.5 and 5%. So I'm assuming this is about that. I would normally post it, but I might not be able to find it. So actually, if anybody knows, they can post it down in the comments. But it's actually not a bad beer, right? I could see myself, drinking this on the after doing yard work or something on a nice Sunday afternoon in the backyard, barbecue. Very nice. I'm pleasantly surprised. I'm very impressed with this beer. I like it. So, if you see it, let me know what you think of it. Black Star Double Hop Lager. It's a pleasant beer. It's a really nice beer. Really easy drinking. It has a kind of a hoppy finish, but you could also tell it's a lager too, with a crisp and clean finish in there too. Very nice. So once again, thanks for stopping by. Everybody that still watches. Cheers. Enjoy your beer.